Earlier today on Fox News Sunday, we heard that Syria may actually, and the situation that's playing out there with their civil war, may actually be formulating a situation that is much more dangerous than any other in the world for our own security here. Let's hear from Representative McCall, who was on with Chris Wallace today, and then we'll talk about it with the insiders.
Syria is probably the largest and most significant threat to the homeland security of the United States today. And the reason being is that we have so many jihadists pouring into Syria every day, training. They have training camps, military training camps. This is far surpassing the Fatah in Pakistan. This is becoming the worldwide training ground for terrorists.
John LeBoutelier, Pat Caddell, Doug Schoen. You know, I go back to the red line.
Well,
and the handling of Syria from the very beginning, and could we have maybe protected ourselves better?
Well, the policy couldn't have played out worse. Bottom line, what Representative McCall said is all too true. Our government has acknowledged it. Moreover, there are delays in eliminating the chemical weapons that were supposed to be removed from the country. And if you just go to Iran now, there have been more apparent incidents of terrorism by the Iranian government since they signed the nuclear agreement than there were before. Bottom line, Harris, the Middle East is even worse, more of a cauldron. And what do we have to show for it? Nothing.
I think the congressman's a little off. I mean, Syria is a disaster, but the real evil force inside Syria is Iran.
They have the Republican Guard there.
And Hezbollah, and they have been pushing this for years.
Basically, we have surrendered. It is appeasement of the first order with Iran by this administration. It's inviting what you have. It's what Doug said. Netanyahu today said the same thing Doug did about there being more incidents since the agreement. This is a disaster, and we will pay the price for it.
Interestingly enough, the only person who's really pushing policy forward there, if you will, is President Putin out of Russia.
That's exactly right.
Well,
President Putin has basically got the deal done in Syria. He is supporting the Iranian government. Bottom line, he is controlling the action in Ukraine. He is the most prominent and powerful actor in the world. Our own government, as you probably saw, Harris, is fighting with the EU. We're attacking them in phone calls that the Russians are releasing. A major embarrassment.
And we're serving cookies to people who are fighting for their freedom.
Yeah, by the way, the Russians are accused of releasing that. You're talking about that diplomat who was caught using the F-bomb, talking about the
our diplomat.
The woman who used to lie about all the time about and got promoted to Benghazi and got promoted to be ambassador. This is the way it works in this country, in both parties.
Pat does not mince words. The point I was going to make is it's interesting because they're spying too. I'm just saying. Because you got to be doing that to grab the phone call.
They're proud of it.
Well, I think they did. I think they're spying, and we always knew it. But this was a deliberate slap in Obama's face. You know, after he's bugging Angela Merkel's phone, Putin's saying, hey, you want to play that game? I'll show you how this works, and I'll really hurt you on something he cares about, which is the Ukraine.
When we come back with just a couple of minutes, I want to talk about the Senate races, and one in particular in Kentucky. Mitch McConnell, Republican, may be in trouble, and I want to hear your thoughts about that. Stay with us.
Body pain? Back pain? Try Bear Back and Body. It's Bear aspirin plus a special pain relief booster to relieve sore backs and soothe aching muscles fast. Get moving again with Bear Back and Body.